guys, Jason the X for SC and Sly, powered by Cinelinks.com, and this is the figure review of the Machine Robo 03 from Action Toys Eagle Robo. Yes, from Revenge of Kronos. The Eagle Robo that has never made its way over to the States. Okay, I'll admit it. Look, it's a redo of a GoBot, okay? They came over to the States. Yes, this was what GoBots was derived from. Machine Robo in Japan, which actually, been looking at, it's not that bad. Now, if any of you know me out there, you know I hate GoBots. Hate them with a passion and fire that I have had since somebody gave me one for a birthday, and I was like, this ain't a Transformer. But regardless, this is actually a very good figure. I mean, I can't deny that. I saw these, and people kept posting them on my Facebook page, and they were like, hey, what do you think of these GoBots? I'm kind of like, okay, well, these are actually kind of cool. They look really good. They're not crappy, but we're going to get into that. I'll show all this off, but let's get him out of the way. He's got a stand that he's on, which I'll go into that as well. Now, here's the box that he comes in. It's a pretty nice little sized box. I mean, it's got some diameter or width and height and depth to it. You can look inside the box and look at the figure right there. Now, these also are based on the Machine Robo series. They do not have the license for the American version GoBots. They don't have that. Hasbro owns that. And I understand there was a little bit of contention with this one because they actually made the face look like Leader 1, and then they were like, you got to change that really quick. So they did something, and I'll show you. The one thing that is cool, if you look on the box here, you got Machine Robo, Series 3 Eagle Robo. It has produced by Action Toys, but it has the designer of the toy, which is actually pretty cool, I think. So you can get more of these here. I'm thinking about getting maybe two more of these. It's really cool, and you get a really nice sized box with 3 plastic trays inside. One's got the base bits, and the other has the robot. So now, out of all of them, he's the biggest one. Tank Robo is like second, and then the Drill Robo is like the smallest one, and then they have the Psycho Robo, which coming out. So anyway, like I said, it's a really cool figure. I'm going to take him off. He comes with this stand, which I'm just going to review this thing and get out of the way. Now, these stands are very modular. All these pieces will come off, and you can change it to make it more like a hanger. And you also got this arm, which has a unique connector, and that'll connect to the robot and give you some aerial poses and everything. But I always like that ramp position. You can break these all apart and make them do different things, different configurations. I'm not going to get into all of them right now, but you know, I was trying to see if I could get into maybe one of them. You can pin these, and you can use the arms as kind of joints between these two, so you can simulate that hanger ability thing that it does. Words are failing me now because I'm actually trying to configure this thing. I know, and some people are saying this is a third party. It's not a third party, technically. I mean, they have the actual license for Machine Robo, and then you've got this hanger assembly, and you can take this off, and you can disconnect all these joints and these struts. You can put the struts in between here. I'm going to leave them off just so I can use the display stand later for more posing, but yeah, you get a lot of stuff with that. But anyway, let's move on to the figure, and he is a nice F-15 Eagle, and I have to say, this thing is very, very kibble free. I mean, looking on the bottom, yeah, you can kind of see the legs here, but everything tabs in so well and locks together. The cockpit does tend to like come out a little bit. You have to push it up there. I say that as things start to fall off, but the missiles, you know, they're not on there super tight, but they do stay in pretty well. Got this nice transparent blue on the cockpit. You can even see a seat inside of there, the venting on top. On the back, you've got these engines, and the engines are movable because these do become the feet. So they're posable. And you got these missile pods and these parts which transform into a gun form. But I mean, there's not a lot of kibble on this guy, because there's hardly any. I mean, this could be a legit jet. He does have landing gear as well. And these are fake wheels. They don't roll or anything, but they do unfurl. And you can put them down on the ground. Now, for comparison, here he is with Skydive from the Combiner Wars. Thought I'd compare him to another jet that I have. So let's bring out all of the 80s jets right now. So we got the Fighting Falcon and the Eagle next to each other. And for another comparison, thank you, Chris, my cosplay friend. Here he is next to Leader 1. It's a crappy Leader 1 because Chris got it as a joke to torture me, but hey. At least I have a comparison. Here he is to the old Leader 1. Oh, I hate him. Friends of mine. So, yeah, it's a very clean robot. I think it looks really, a very clean jet mode. Looks very good. I can't deny that. So anyway, let's move on to the transformation. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and remove these missiles off of here. And you want to remove these side panels here, which actually help lock things in. They have a tab up here, and this peg, and then there's another tab slot right here. So this thing locks everything really together really well. The problem is this side locks it a little too well. Now I've seen other reviews or other people have had problems getting these out when they first get them. Like I'm pulling all I got on my thumbnail and it ain't going. Well, now it does. I guess it gets better over time. It's just this peg part here that really gets in there. When you first get yours, expect that. So what you want to do is take the two missile pods here and pin them together. And there's have a slot and tab system here. You pin those together, and then you want to take the gun and that little tab there, you want to slide on top. So unlike GoBots, he actually has his own gun, and it's a pretty BA looking gun here. It's a 5-barrel shotgun looking thing. That's pretty cool. And just the two pegs come together and they form a single handle. The only problem is like when you do that, when you push these together, the center part splits open, which you can kind of peg it, but that's as much friction as you're going to get it in there, so yeah. But anyway, on to the transformation. Now, one thing about this guy, and they tell you that on the instructions, because he transforms a lot like the original robot. Do one side first, do the top half or the bottom half first, just because of the way these lock together here. And it does, like I said, there are lots of locking tabs on this. So I'm going to go ahead and take this part up. You just want to separate it here. You've got a little tab here. You've got a tab that goes in the top right here. So yeah, like I said, this guy, he tabs together very well. You want to bring the legs down and then unfurl them off of this hinge and bring that up. So once those are up, you can take the engines and split them. And then you've got his feet. Take these and push them back. And then the wings are on a double hinge. You got one here and then one there. And they just curl around to the back. Now these will hinder articulation unless you move them out of the way. But you're not going to get much more out of that. So now we can move on to the top half. Now, what you want to do up here is you got this flat gray panel here. You want to pick that up because that tab's in right there. And tab that one up. And then the side ones come up as well. And you just want to get them out of the way for now. So now, this top half right here pegs into the center. These two panels come off of there. There we go. And you can bring these down just to get them out of the way because we're going to do something on the back here in just a second. Take the hands and rotate them out and then fold that panel in. So that covers that out pretty well. Once again, bring out the hand, fold the panel up, and then you just want to rotate at the bicep. And these panels here, you can slide them open like so, and then rotate this back. You see there's a little peg right there. You just move it back like so. So open it up and rotate back. Next thing you want to do is take the nose cone here, and it's just going to be a big piece that just sits by itself. Take it out of the way and just be careful of the head, because there you go. Because the head goes up in there, and you can rotate the head around. Now the next thing you want to do is these locking tabs back here. Now check it out. These are going to go into these slots right there. You see where that little half circle is? So you're going to bring these up and push them in. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Just trying to get that other side in there. Okay, now, if you look at the back of the arm, you see that diagonal slot there? This tab is going to go in there and lock the shoulders into place. See how I popped out that neck piece, so you can just kind of push it in together. There you go. Same thing with the other side. Fold that down, fold that panel up, and then just get that in there. And there we go. And just move it in. You can kind of feel it friction in place, and that'll keep the shoulders locked in. And just straighten up the head and bring this canopy part up. And there you have Eagle Robo in his robot mode. And this is a really cool looking bot. I can't deny that. I mean, I kept seeing this guy and the temptation was strong. And I mean, he's very posable. He looks really good. Trying to get him down here. So yeah, a little bit up close detail. I mean, if you look there, look at this Saj here. It's like part fighter mask, part kind of something horrible looking. I don't know. Now, what I was saying about this guy and it having a face underneath here, you can take this off and it looks like it's undone. It's not done, but he does have a face underneath there with a nose. It looks horrible. So we're just going to put that back on. And mine was kind of glued. I kind of just shoved my thumbnail in there. I'll probably glue it back because I don't want this falling off. It does snap in very well, but just thought I would share that. But yeah, got the nice translucent visor. Got the paint up here. I like this guy. Got the paint on the side. He's on this double hinge joint, which I'm going to kind of just go into the... He's got a ball... Well, he's got a hinge on this side and a ball joint in the head. And it will pop off. And the arms are on these very nice ball joints, but you can see there's some gray plastic that seems to be rubbing off on this side. But you do have that ball joint there, and you still have a hinge that will go up and down right here. The elbows have a nice double elbow joint, one joint on this side, one joint on that side, and you can rotate it at the bicep. The hands are on ball joints, so they'll move around and they will rotate as well. The waist is on a ball joint. Now here's where I have some problems with the figure, because it's very loose on some parts. Like this waist joint is very loose. The leg ball joints here, they're just on big ball joints. They're very loose as well. Now then you've got this thigh joint, which is, you know, kind of tight. Now the elbows, the knees are on a single joint, and you can get about 90 degrees out of that. You can get more if you pull this down. Well, that's more for transformation, but you can go ahead and do it. It's jointed on both sides, but you have to move the wing out of the way. So, and the feet are on some very nice ball joints as well. Only this side right here, it's very loose. I mean, tolerances, I can maybe clean that up, but you know, I just want to show it off to you so you know what you're getting into. And you can take his gun, and it's got this tab, and there's this slot on the top of his arm. You can take it and peg it into his hand, but then you just push it into there, and now he has his 5-barrel shotgun thing. And I like this gun. I really like this Robo, but as you can see, here's where I have some gripes with him. Because of the wings down here, it's very hard to pose him. Now, I haven't figured out if anything else moves here. I've been following all the instructions, but if you look, I mean, his feet don't exactly make it all the way to the bottom to where these wing flaps are. So you kind of got to bend his knees a little bit to get him standing straight up. So yeah, you do have the tail fins that kind of, I mean, they help him stand, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Now, here he is next to Aerate. Yeah, Aerate. And, you know, you get a size comparison. So it's pretty much the size of a deluxe. He's a, you know, decent sized deluxe. I thought the Aerobots would be great to place him with. And also, here he is with Leader 1. You can see the difference in size here, but very faithful to the Machine Robo right here. Got the nice visor, headgear. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And also the stand is functional in this. You still have that slot back there you can use for this part here. Oh, actually, it goes the other way now, so I shouldn't even be doing this. But yeah, you can take him and just kind of set them up on there if you want to. So, yeah. So yeah, is this guy cool? Yes, yes he is. And also, a lot of die cast. The thruster feet are die cast. The chest up here, this is all die cast down here at the waist as well. So yeah, he feels very heavy. He feels very sturdy. He does have some loose joint tolerances, but I mean, those can be fixed. Otherwise, this is a pretty nice little transforming robot that I can't say marketing, don't sue me. But yeah, but that's it for me, guys. This is the Machine Robo Revenge of Kronos Eagle Robo from Action Toys. These are available. I mean, go ahead and get them because they're pretty cool. I do hear they're selling out. I got to meet the guy from Toy Dojo over at Dallas Fan Expo this weekend. He said these sell very well. So you might want to go and get yours while it's available. So that's it for me, guys. Follow me on Twitter at JasonTheX, on Instagram at JasonTheX. Like this video, subscribe, and watch my show As Seen As Live. Check out Cinelinks.com. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.